All right, baby.
Yes.
Baby, welcome back again.
Thank you.
So the baby is how old now?
She is almost 5 months. She will be 5 months on... Oh, she just turned 5 months on the 13th. November, December, January, February, March.
And where has she been for those 5 months?
She's been in a foster home. It's about 30 minutes outside of downtown LA, I think. Not too far. Yeah, she's been in a temporary foster placement. But I found out yesterday, my caseworker called me and told me that the judge signed the paper and they're going to ship her back home to Tennessee to live with my aunt that has custody of my other daughter. So it's pretty exciting, I guess, to reunite them.
Yeah. So she'll have a nice home.
A nice home.
Where has she been? Just in a... hospital, basically?
She's just been in a temporary placement foster home out here.
Have you been visiting her?
I got to do one visit over the phone with her, and then I had lost my phone, so I lost contact with my caseworker, and I lost contact with the foster mom. So yesterday, I finally got back in contact with my case manager, and that's when he gave me the news that the judge already signed the paper. Now it's just a matter of finding out when the exact date they're going to ship her back.
So she's going to your aunt?
Yes.
Which is better than Skid Row.
It's better than Skid Row. It's better than the other choice, which was adoption. And because, in the state of California, when a child goes into their system, they have to figure out pretty much a permanent placement by 6 months. They want to, have them stable, or at least what they think is going to be stable forever, So you only got 6 months, from 0 to 6 months. And if you don't get it together by then basically it's adoption or family members.
Does this motivate you to want to get clean and get back to your child?
It does. It does. It does. I mean, it's still hard, but at least I know that, I know my daughter lives good. My daughter that already lives with my aunt, she lives good. She has nothing to worry about. They take great care of her. She's, what I'm saying? She's a good kid. She don't need nothing, want nothing. She's spoiled rotten. At least knowing that she's going back there, though, it kind of gives me the hope and the joy. You know what I'm saying? Maybe one day I can conquer it and get them both back and go. You know what I'm saying? Reunite with them, but I don't know. It's still going to be hard, to be honest.
Are you back using again?
I have been, like, not constantly, but, like, like occasionally, yeah, I have. I have. More than I should have. More than I should be, period. I shouldn't be doing it at all, but I have a few times recently.
So this is your second child, or
This is my second
your
child.
second?
Well, technically it's my third. I miscarried my first, and then I had Zoe, and now I have Zara.
And you were how old?
26. Just turned 26 the 12th, Friday the 12th. Yeah.
So where do you see your life going from here, darling?
Well,
you can stay down here and have more kids.
I mean, I do like LA, but when they do send her back, when that day comes and they actually do ship her back, if I do leave LA, I'll probably just go back to Vegas for right now and try to, you know what I'm saying, at least like get some money up. I don't know. I got job offers out there like doing movies and stuff. Before I got pregnant. So
doing movies.
Yeah, like you know, in Las Vegas they do like the little street movies on Fremont and like not no big production film like Fox or nothing like that, but I did get a couple like little offers to do a few little small movies and stuff. So I'm sure those offers are still on the table, and if not, then there'll be way more to come in Vegas. So at least if I go back to Vegas, I could go and do a few, you know what I'm saying, little jobs and stack some money up, at least to go visit them in Tennessee. Or, you know, it's a progress, a work in progress. Like, I don't want to say I'm going to do something and then I'm not going to do it, you know?
That's a good policy.
I don't got no crystal ball, so I can't tell you what I'm gonna do in a month.
What do you think of this lifestyle that you've carved out, where you're living on the street and you're doing drugs and you're
Honestly,
getting pregnant but not having the
honestly, I feel like shit for not having my kids, not being there for them and stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to say I regret anything because everything that I've done up until this day and still from this day forward has made me become the person I am. And I think I'm a pretty good person, minus, you know what I'm saying, the drugs and my past, what I've been through. But I think overall, I'm a pretty good person. I got a big heart. I'm strong minded, except for, you know, my downfall, which is the drugs. But I mean, I've been through some shit, so that's kind of just like my coping skill, my go to. That's all I know. That's all I've ever known. My mom was a drug addict, so therefore I grew up. I did my first drug with my mom. You know, so that's all I've ever known from a young age. Like the age of, I started smoking weed at 6. I started doing harder drugs at 9, like pills. Then I started doing way harder drugs at 12, 11, you know what I'm saying? Coke and meth and Molly and shit like that. So it's basically like that's all I've ever known to do when I feel down.
Going back to Tennessee wouldn't get you away from the drugs because
it definitely would not get me away from the drugs, but it would definitely be if I did go back to Tennessee and I was able to, you know what I'm saying, be closer to them and live there and be stable, it would definitely be more motivation for me knowing that, you know what I'm saying, they're both there and it's just that much closer for me to get them back, or that much easier for me to be able to go and play with them whenever I want to, or go and, you know what I'm saying, hold them and touch them and hug them and shit.
Yeah, something needs to change in your.
It does. It does. And I pray.
You to do it.
I pray I can conquer this, but I'm grateful for every, you know what I'm saying, every day that goes by that I don't think about it, or every day that goes by that I can just get up and just smile. Like today, I'm feeling myself. Like I feel like great today. You know what I'm saying? But some days I just be like, I feel like I just want to die. Like I want to end everything. Like I'm a piece of shit. Like I'm not good enough. Like it's not worth it anymore. But then I think about them. And that's my rock. That's what, you know what I'm saying? It's my motivation.
Is there a lot of guilt?
There is. There is. There's a lot of guilt. I'm just thankful that God let me carry them full term and let them be born, and they were healthy and beautiful and strong and alive, and you know, it's a miracle. It really is. It really is. It's all I can do is thank God. because I don't know what I would do if I didn't have this. You know what I'm saying? If I couldn't say like, oh, I have these two beautiful fucking daughters that God gave me. I don't know why He gave them to me. I probably didn't deserve them. I know I didn't deserve them, but they're here. They're alive. They're healthy. They're beautiful. They're strong.
Yeah, but you haven't seen them.
No, but I mean, just like I had a miscarriage with my first child because my baby daddy was abusive. My same baby daddy, my first daughter's baby daddy, abusive. He drug me down a 3-mile gravel driveway, beat the shit out of me on Christmas Day. I miscarried his child. He came home that night from robbing people. I gave him his child in a styrofoam cup. He threw it over the fence in the snow. That's heartless. That's cold. How could you do that? You could see the little fetus inside the sack. I didn't go to no hospitals. I did it all by myself. Just like delivering Zara. I had Zara right here on Gladys in a tent by myself. I zip tied her umbilical cord. I sucked the mucus and shit out of her mouth with my mouth because I didn't have the sucking bulb thing. You know, that's an experience that I'm sure not a lot of people can say they've experienced. And it's crazy, it's insane as much as I think about it. But it's a beautiful experience and I wouldn't trade it for the world. Like, I'm glad I got to do that. I feel like that made me that much closer. We had that much of a stronger bond. You know, me and my daughter have this bond that I don't have with nobody else, not even my first daughter at all. I've never had this, like, it's just a feeling that it's amazing. Even though I haven't seen her since they took her from me in the hospital when she was 4 days old. I haven't seen her except for on video chat one time. And I have 2 pictures that the DCFS worker sent me. But I feel like I can feel her. You know what I'm saying? Like when she's hurt or when she cries, I feel like I can feel it. Like I can feel her emotions. I can feel her pain. Everything I feel like my daughters go through, especially my youngest daughter, I feel like I go through it with them, even though I don't, you know? Like, I don't know when my daughters go to the hospital and get their shots. I don't know. They don't tell me shit like that. But I can almost guarantee you those days that they have went to the hospital and gotten shots or have been sick or have, you know what I'm saying, just felt like shit. I felt like shit with them. Those days that they're all happy and I can feel it. I can feel it.
And with everything you've been through in your life, what would you say is the most important lesson you've learned?
Just to just stay strong and do the right thing. You know, you don't want to go down this road. You don't want to end up on Skid Row out here. It's not a pretty place. It's you don't want to be out here doing these drugs. Just seeing these people out here high like this, like it's not pretty. A lady I just seen on the news, a lady stole a forklift and ran from the police in a forklift, high off drugs. Then when the police chased her down and caught her, she opened fire on the police and shot the police in the face. The police lived, but of course they killed her, you know? But I've seen a bunch of shit like these drugs out here, they fuck people up, and some of them don't come back. Some of them get high one time and be high for the rest of eternity, and it's fucked up. You might go think you're smoking a blunt of some good ass weed with somebody, and it'd be a pre roll or some shit, you know, and they drug you, and it'd be some Sherm or some what's that other drug called, Flocka, or you know, shit like.
Hi there, welcome to Forward. Come on in. I'm Dr. Nate Favini. I'm our.
I don't know. I got drugged off of some Sherm one time in Vegas, and I don't remember 4 entire days from that shit. I didn't even know what Sherm was. Never heard of it. Never seen it. But I know I woke up black and blue outside of or at a homeless man's camp behind a prison high barbed wire fence across the street from Palace Station Casino. I don't know how I got there. I thought I came there with people. Apparently, I came there by myself, destroyed this man's camp, took his blanket and his pillow, and went to sleep. I woke up black and blue. I found that I'd been raped, robbed, beaten, all type of shit in 4 days. And I thought I was just smoking a pre-roll with some dude at the casino. You know? It's just scary. It really is. My homeboy, he just died out here a couple of weeks ago. His name was Moon. He was 38 years old. He just got out of prison. He shoots up. Well, he shot up. This girl, his friend, she shot him up with fentanyl and crystal mixed together, and it killed him. He was at my house that morning, laying on my bed asleep. Fine. Perfectly fine. Just hours before he died. That shit's scary, you know? You never know, like, what's going to happen. You never know what these people are giving you. And a lot of these people out here are sick. Sick in the head. They just do shit to people just, I don't know what it makes them feel. I guess some kind of satisfaction, but I don't see how, you know? That's some pretty wicked shit, if you ask me. I don't know. I don't know. I just really hope that I could conquer this and be strong enough to stay clean and get my babies back, and or at least be closer to them, and you know what I'm saying, show them what my mom didn't show me. Show them what a good life is instead of the life I had. Because that's the last thing I want to do is let my kids live any type of the life I had at all. I had my good days when I was a kid, but it wasn't very many of them. You know, my mom was a drug addict and a prostitute, and I raised her kids, and I never got to be that. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want my kids to have to turn to, let me go get high because my mom's a piece of shit. Why isn't she here? You know, like, I just want to show them, like, even if I'm not there, I'm trying. You know, I'm putting forth some type of effort. I'm not gonna make them any promises that I can't keep. Like my mom used to tell me, "Oh, I promise you, I'm not doing nothing." But she'll be high as fuck, picking up shit off the carpet all the time. Like, clearly you're high as fuck, mom. You don't have to lie to us, you know. But when she was telling me that shit, I was never old enough to realize, like, man, this bitch is just lying in my face, you know. I was just a little kid. Like, my daughter is 5, 6, you know. And that shit hurts now that I'm older and now that my mom's gone, and you know what I'm saying, I done experienced all that. It hurts me more that I don't have my kids because of going through types of shit like that. Like, I just don't want them to experience that shit. And it's bad enough neither one of my kids got their fathers in their lives. I never had a father, and that really hurt me by itself. Fuck the drugs, fuck, you know what I'm saying, my mom being a prostitute and a crackhead, all that shit. It hurt me growing up, being a little girl, not having, I couldn't be daddy's little princess, which is every little girl's dream, you know? Like, oh, I want to be daddy's princess. Every girl wants that growing up. Every girl. And it's bad enough my kids aren't going to have that unless they're with my aunt and my uncle that my daughter lives with. Then they'll have, you know, mommy and daddy, but that's not mommy and daddy at the end of the day. It could be, I guess, disguised to them as that, but one day they're going to grow up and they're going to understand, like, this is not your real mommy and daddy. And they're going to start asking questions. Well, where is my real mommy and daddy? And I don't want my daughters to be old enough to understand that and grow up and start asking them questions, and maybe I'm dead somewhere in a ditch because I got high on the wrong day I got the wrong drugs from the wrong person that day and killed myself. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be that. I don't know how I would answer to God or how I would explain that when that time came. You know what I'm saying? That's probably the hardest thing for me. How would my kids feel? Would they feel like I felt when my mom died and I viewed her body on Facebook? Probably not. They'll probably feel way worse because my mom was there for me. Even though shit, we was running and doing drugs together, breaking the law together, going to jail together. Like, that was my best friend. She was my ride or die. Regardless of whatever my family ever said about her, I love my mom. She was a piece of shit mom, but she was my best friend. She was all I had. My kids, I haven't got to grow up and experience nothing with them. Unfortunately, my first daughter, I lost her at a couple of months old. This daughter, I lost her at 4 days old. It'd be way harder for me at the end. You know what I'm saying? If something happened to me, I don't know how I'd live with myself, or if I could kill my ghost if I died. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd do that because that shit would hurt me. I know it hurts me to not have my mommy anymore. Every day, I miss my mom. I just want to grow up and be some kind of a mom, or at least show them, I do love them.
All right, baby. Thank you for
Thank
coming in
you,
again.
Mark.
Wish you the best of luck. I hope you
All
get to
right,
spend
thank
some time
you.
with your daughter.